Somebody I could always count on. Then he meets one girl, and his life goes down the tubes hard.
The nights of begging have to end eventually.
You know the rules of my house, no locked doors!
This is all Maggie's fault at the end of the day, Ray, and you and I both know that very well.
Randall, come on!
That's how we do it down in the sack.
What are you guys seeing around there? It's really close. I'm just cross-checking now, man. Is it really close to African population? Probably about 50 meters from the plot now. So can you confirm the grid of the communication? Also, approximate distance to the nearest collage.
Colonel Mark Hollister, Division C, U.S. Army, reporting from Bunker 324. It has been 40 days since the final assault. Our equipment remains intact and operational, though we have still been unable to restore communication. Radiation levels at the surface maintain a dangerous capacity, although in the last 7 days, readings have seemed to stabilize. We will attempt to reestablish contact with the other bunkers today at 1200, 1400, 1600, and 1800 hours. This is Colonel Hollister signing off.
You know, I don't know what you're planning on doing with all those recordings of your voice, Colonel. I suppose you could turn them into a nice memoir about the war after this whole thing blows over. Certainly more than Washington's gonna use them for.
We all have our orders, Lieutenant.
Yeah, that's what they keep telling me.
Jennings! I've told you before not to smoke in here. Smoke in the designated area and switch on the air filter.
Are you worried about cancer, Colonel? Take a walk outside, your face will fall off. Your organs will melt inside of you. I've seen it firsthand. We're dead men walking. This is a fucking
Several times you disobeyed your commanding officer. Now I don't give a fuck what action you may have seen before the bomb. I'm in charge here, Bob. Now you better start following orders, or I've half a mind to court-martial your ass once we contact Washington.
Washington? There is no Washington. It's gone.
Stop acting like you know what's going on. You're just afraid.
40 days, not a peep on the radio. Sykes is on that thing 4 times a day. It's time to face it, Hollister. Your plans have failed. We're alone.
You have a job to do, Lieutenant. Now I want that radiation report in my hands by 1400 hours.
Yes, sir. No, by the way, sir, the air filter, it's broken.
You'd have to drop a nuke before I'd eat this shit. And even then, I don't know.
Stop talking to the tuna, Sykes. He doesn't want to be your friend.
Hey, Bob. You ever think this shit kind of smells?
Smells? Smells like what?
Fishy. I don't know. Kind of like pussy.
Your sister's pussy, maybe.
Get the fuck out of here. I mean, it smells bad.
I know what you meant. I like the smell. I like to eat it.
You're a fucking animal, Bob. You know that?
So on top of being a picky eater, now you're a fucking fag. I gotta worry about you sneaking me a tickle in the middle of the night?
I wouldn't get too excited, Bob. A married man, remember? Hey, what are you taking over there? You realize I have to keep track of all this stuff.
Just one MRE and one of these piss shooters, bourbon.
Thought we were saving those for a special occasion.
Well, I need it today.
You and the Colonel get into it again? What's with you lately? You seem on edge.
I just need Need some fresh air, I suppose.
Yeah.
Watch your back, kid.
This is Major C.J. Sykes, broadcasting from Bunker 324 in Columberg, West Virginia. I am joined here by Lieutenant Robert Dennings and Colonel Mark Hollister. Our communication equipment is still fully functioning and operational. We are 40 days into this operation, but we will attempt to make a return excursion toward the end of the third season. If you are receiving this distress signal, please broadcast to channel 77 or 48. This unit will remain open for incoming distress calls. Please, if there are any survivors, try to make contact.
Major Sykes, don't look so glum. Reports are indicating favorable surface radioactivity.
Permission to speak frankly, sir.
Please, by all means, Major. I'd be remiss to deny a trustworthy voice.
What if we are the only ones left? What if the other 4 units didn't make it?
Don't work yourself up, Sykes. I designed these bunkers with the Chief of Staff and President himself. I hand-selected the best men I could find to complete this operation. That includes you and Lieutenant Dennings. Had we not been so confident in the success of this mission, the arrows would have never flown.
Yes, sir, I understand. I fear... Sir, do you ever consider that maybe we made a grave mistake?
No, I do not. We were left with no other choice, Major. We were invaded. Our ground campaigns were failing, and it was some of the bloodiest and most intense combat ever seen in the entire history of this planet.
But sir, millions of people, billions of people are dead. Destroyed, incinerated, vaporized. They're all gone. I spent 12 weeks in your program after training, studying these nuclear assault analysis projections. All for what? I never knew how close we actually were to the end.
We were losing the war. You were chosen out of your class because you displayed the most potential. So out of everyone, you should know why we did what we did. You should know that both sides had their finger hovering over that trigger. We could not let them take Washington.
At what cost, Colonel? What's the point of destroying our enemy's humanity if we have none left ourselves?
That's enough, Major Sykes. I've had enough of this defeatist diatribe from you and Dennings both. We had a mission, we followed orders, and as far as I'm concerned, our mission was a success. And I'm in charge of making sure that everything goes according to plan. Look, I'm sorry about your wife. I truly am. But we all had to make sacrifices.
With all due respect, sir, you have no idea what I've sacrificed.
Do you think you're the only one who lost everything?
Mr. Weatherman, I can't stand no more rain. I need a major change. I can't stand no more rain. Holy shit. What the hell? What the? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. That's great. That's just fucking great. Fucking U.S. Army approved, I'll tell you what. Spend $1 billion on some anti-nuke aircraft that'll never fly. Give us cheap, outdated equipment. Fucking assholes. Fucking assholes. Jesus. Colonel, sir, we have a problem.
What is it, Bob?
Sir, the radiation apparatus has quit.
And by quit, you mean?
The motor shut down. I tried, but it won't refire.
Lieutenant Dennings, I find this matter simply and utterly perplexing. You know that equipment is state of the art.
Yes, sir. State of the art. Nevertheless, it has failed.
That equipment was designed to last for over 10 years. It was stress tested to its full capacity in sophisticated facilities across the entire country by top officers, leading engineers, and scientists. It is impossible that it has failed.
Sir, I don't think you understand. Your equipment has broken down.
I understand very well, actually. You see, I just find it odd that this machinery suddenly refuses to function as you are using it.
Sir, are you suggesting that I somehow purposely sabotaged one of our only pieces of equipment that could lead us to safety?
Well, I know you've been very adamant about the idea of getting out of here early. And I'm not pointing any fingers.
Sir, all due respect, you're way out of line. Yeah, you're right. Maybe I have considered the possibility of an early departure. So why would I destroy our only piece of equipment that could get us out of here?
It's really simple. You wanted to test me. See how I would react. You wanted to challenge my leadership.
Test you? You're a West Point graduate and a member of the presidential cabinet. What could I possibly test you on?
Colonel, they did warn us that the cables on the surface leading to the receptors could be susceptible to extreme heat damage caused by a nuclear blast. They can erode over time, even to complete failure. We had prepared for every scenario.
I wrote the curriculum for that program. You think I don't know that?
No, of course, sir.
Well, it looks like your perfect bunkers are not so flawless after all.
Can you fix it?
I can try, sir.
Then get the lead out.
Yes, sir.
Is there anything further you'd like to bring to my attention, Lieutenant?
No, sir. Well, actually, sir, this is not a drill. This is active duty. And this is what active duty looks like.
Dismissed.
Always amazed at the stubbornness of you GIs. It's the American pride. But you have taken such punishment, yet you still resist talking to me. I would have to admire such resolve. If only it wasn't so misplaced.
Cut me up into little pieces. For all I care. You and the rest of your sadistic asshole friends here can go to hell.
There it is. There's the badass Americana we all know and love. Lieutenant Dennings, you see, that is not something they teach you in school or read in a textbook. That is true grit. That is John Wayne, John Rambo, John McClane, and John Wick. That is the kind of bravado only you can find in American cinema. And you have it. But you see, Lieutenant, I intend to prove to you that this is only the fabrication of American pride. Every man has his breaking point. And true grit heroes only exist in the movies.
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
fact, building nuclear bunkers. But that information was only revealed to me when we hurt your friend here. Let me be clear, Lieutenant. If you do not tell me the locations of these bunkers, as well as how many there are, I will cut his other eye out of his head right now.
Don't tell them anything, Bob.
This is your last chance, Lieutenant. Tell me where the bunkers are. Very well, then.
Are you okay, Bob? Was it the war?
What else?
Was it that kid again? The one in your platoon?
It's the same goddamn dream I always have, CJ. I close my eyes and I see his face. It's always there. And every time I feel like I did then, I don't know what to do. Is there any booze left in this place or that fucking asshole drink it all?
There's a bottle of some dark, cheap stuff on the shelf. But Bob, it's really dark and really cheap. Bob, I'm telling you.
Oh!
What did I say?
It tastes like
someone squeezed it out of a camel's butt crack?
No, I was gonna say like cookie dough.
Bob, I think you and I have a very different perception of what cookie dough tastes like.
What are you working on so late?
I'm trying to isolate the deadline in the radiation meter. If I can locate the faulty code, I can eliminate it. And possibly manually overwrite it.
You know, before that radiation meter broke down today, I got some pretty low readings. I think some even went down 200 counts today.
Did you tell the colonel?
No. But it's in the reports. If he even bothers to read those anymore. Can I ask you something, CJ? You ever feel like you let somebody down?
Is this about the nightmare again?
No. Well, yes. The war. You know, for 3 years I led my platoon in every theater, on every front. Seen some of the bloodiest battlefields mankind has ever witnessed. And I've seen images of war before, heard stories. This was nothing like that. You won't believe what I've seen, CJ. This was medieval. There were seas of men's bodies lined up, impaled through the ass, missing their heads. Men's flesh peeled from their bones by sizzling hot blades while they were still alive. And the screaming. And there had never been war like that before because both sides knew the stakes. Both sides knew that the nukes would fly eventually. And we were only biding our time with the ground war. Even if we didn't want to believe it. After the invasion, we were deep behind enemy lines. Colonel Hollister phones me up from some desk in D.C. telling me about my new mission and about these bunkers. My platoon and I had to locate the enemy's nuclear arsenal. That's how we got captured. Right there in the heart of the lion's den. They were so brutal because they knew that if they could locate and disarm our bombs, that they wouldn't have to use theirs. CJ, I had to watch 18 of my boys get carved up by those animals. That was the hardest choice I ever had to make. Either protect this country or protect the only family that I've ever known. I chose to protect this country. I chose to protect Colonel Hollister. I chose to trust him. Look where that's gotten us. This entire planet's in ashes. And for what? Men like Colonel Hollister, everything's a blueprint to them. Or a training exercise. He's a politician. Blew up the world based on a statistic. And he'll never have to live with himself every night with those boys staring at him, trusting him to make the right decision. Hell, he'd never even been outside his office. Those of us that have seen war want no more of it.
All of this is not your fault, Bob.
You know, Sykes, they say in the first wave of launches, 250 million people were killed in 2 days. Men, women, children. It's hard to convince yourself that you made the right decision.
You know, I've let people down too.
Who?
My wife.
I know. I'm sorry.
No, you wouldn't understand. I never told you to. My wife, she was pregnant. 8 months. It was a boy. We were picking out names, but we were gonna wait till he was born to choose one. Not a week goes by after training and Colonel Hollister's knocking at my door. Says I'm the best in class. They were gonna launch the nukes and I was chosen to survive. I kissed my wife and that was it. Although my memory is vague, after that, I do remember one thing. Waking up in this dungeon. It's funny. During the war, they were putting up those nuclear shelters everywhere. My wife was even volunteering at one down the street. But when I told Hollister about it, he insisted that there was no one left. How would he know? Since day 0, we've had no radio contact. It's like there's something he's not telling us.
Do you trust him?
I don't think I have a choice.
Of course you have a choice. Remember, you're the only one that has a key to that armory.
Bob, I think what you're suggesting is grounds for treason.
Treason to what? It's all gone. 40 days, still no contact on the radio. The meter read survivable radiation before it broke down. What, are we supposed to sit down here and wait till they find us first?
What are you talking about?
You know, back during the war, mine wasn't the only platoon that got captured and interrogated behind enemy lines. And I wasn't the only lieutenant that knew about these bunkers.
You mean they could have found out where the bunkers are?
You want my opinion? They could have, and they did. And with the surface radiation dropping, we could be facing a full-scale invasion. And I do not intend on sitting down here waiting to be butchered by those barbarians. And who knows? Maybe you got a wife and baby boy still alive out there.
Even if we got into the armory, we're not getting out of here. Hollister has the code for the door. He'd never give it to us.
Yeah.
Fuck, Bob. You're a total buzzkill, you know that? Let me get a swig of that. Kinda does taste like cookie dough.
Nah, it's more like Campbell's butt crack. Colonel Hollister, sir. My reports.
Thank you, Lieutenant. You may go now, soldier. Dismissed. Is there something on your mind, Lieutenant?
What's with the cigar? I thought you said there's no smoking in here.
Oh, Major Sykes was unable to repair the air filter. I guess the design of the component system was so advanced and unique that parts are simply irreplaceable. I suppose the same could be said about the radiation meter, which is now defunct. So I figured if we're gonna, be sitting down here, I might as well have a cigar. These are something called a White Wolf, or something. They were a gift from a friend of mine in Washington, who did a lot of work below the border.
Colonel, sir, if the air filter is broken, the oxygen down here is not going to circulate. And there isn't much left in the tanks. We'll suffocate down here in weeks.
Don't be so fucking dramatic, Dennis. We'll get out of here before that.
When are we getting out of here?
We only have 16 weeks left, Dennis.
Yes, sir, but we don't have 16 weeks.
Just follow the procedure.
Yes, well, your procedure is failing. This is how it is serving in the field. You adapt, overcome, you survive.
You think you can make the calls, Lieutenant? You think you can run things better around here?
Maybe I do.
Remind me again, Bob. Where did you graduate from?
The Battle of Mount Casper and the invasion of DeLeo. 100,000 men died the first day in under 2 hours.
Hollister.
Colonel, we have a problem.
What is it, Major?
The refrigerator is broken. I think the motor's burnt out. Our food is spoiling in there. The temperature was set too high, and it stressed the motors.
We still have our dry food ration. Should be plenty enough to get us through.
Not only is half of our food going to go to waste, but let's not dance around the fact that we both damn well know it was you.
Major Sykes, is that why you came in here? To accuse me of something?
I know you've been setting up the freezer too high to make ice for your drinks. I can see it. I'm not an idiot. I've tried to warn you multiple times that the motors on these models are far too weak to keep the ice maker running for that long.
Alright, you caught me. I like ice in my drinks. That doesn't prove a damn thing. I always turn the temperature back down after I'm done making ice. Someone must have went in there and turned the temperature back up after me. And if it wasn't you, well, then it must have been Lieutenant Dennings.
I don't think Bob touches that freezer.
Have you checked the log sheets?
No. No, I haven't.
There you have it. There's your proof. Dennings broke the fridge.
But I don't get it. Bob doesn't make ice. What would he need in the freezer?
Perhaps nothing.
Nothing. What are you talking about?
Think about it, Major. He's been married to the idea of getting out of here early because he's afraid of a war that is, for all intents and purposes, over. He knew you'd find the fridge. He knew you'd blame me for the ice. I think he's trying to frame me. And he wants you on his side.
No. Bob wouldn't do that.
Would he? How well do you trust him? He's still at war, Major. I'm just afraid he's at war with himself.
microphone.
Hey, Sykes, you seen Hollister?
In his cabin.
Good. I gotta talk to you.
2 more minutes, and it's 13 miles.
Now, Major.
What's the matter?
I need to know if I can trust you.
Yeah, of course you could try.
Tell me if I can trust you.
First, you tell me what the fuck is going on here.
Something's happening here, Sykes. Something big. Something over our heads. And I don't know if it's Colonel or if it's you or what.
Bob, slow down. What are you talking about?
I'm being spied on.
Spied on?
Yes. Keep your voice down.
What makes you think you're being spied on?
I saw a microphone hidden in the wall in my cabin. Who knows? This whole place could be bugged. We gotta keep our voices down.
Bob, calm down. Who would want to listen to us?
Who do you think, Sykes? Who do you think? Wake up! Him! He designed this place. He doesn't trust us. He could have been listening to every word we've said. About the armory. About us getting out of here.
Bob, I think you're being a little bit paranoid.
Paranoid? I saw a microphone in my wall.
Show me.
Right here. Look.
Is my mind supposed to be blown? All I see are curtains.
It's not here. It's gone. I don't understand. It was right here.
So you're telling me somebody came and moved it in the time it took you to come get me at the gym?
Yes. This is the only explanation. He must have come down here and taken it. You believe me, don't you? You believe me?
Oh yeah, Bob. I believe you. There's a microphone in the wall, listening to your every word.
Don't patronize me, Sykes. I'm not crazy, okay? I know what I saw.
No, I get it, Bob. First the Colonel broke the fridge, and now he's hiding microphones in the wall.
Colonel broke the fridge. What are you talking about?
Don't play stupid with me, Bob. Your name was the last on the log sheet. You set the freezer up too high and you broke it, knowing that I would blame Hollister.
Don't you hear yourself, Sykes? I never touched that ice maker. I don't use ice. Colonel Hollister, he must have broken it and put my name down to cover for his mistake.
So you think you're being framed?
Yes, I do. Colonel's had it out for me since day one. I think you're being manipulated.
I agree.
Major, if you get anyone on that radio, tell them to ship us some more whiskey. Oh, and none of that domestic shit, alright?
Whoever said American craft is the best, that shit ain't worth a dime. No. Best whiskey I ever had was Lewis and Connie. Finest import money can buy, let me tell you. I'd be drunk as a skunk. Drunk as a skunk. Smooth pour. Delicate finish. You know, they once said that you could tell a man's worth by the drink in his hand. And a man drinking Lewis and Connie, well now, now that was a gentleman. But this stuff, well, this stuff is hot stale piss on a bitter winter's eve.
You ever had to drink hot stale piss, Colonel?
No, Bob. I haven't. But I can only presume that you are going to enlighten me of a horrific tribulation in which you were forced by unforeseen debilitating circumstances in which you had to do exactly that.
Actually, I can't say I have.
This is Major C.J. Sykes broadcasting from Bunker 324 in Collinburg, West Virginia. If you're receiving this transmission, please reach out to channel 77 or 48. This station will remain open for distress calls. Our communication equipment is still functioning and
I
operational.
see you finally came out of that cave of yours, Lieutenant.
I can say the same for you.
What is it that you do with all your time in there?
Oh, just pondering life's great mysteries and the untold secrets of the universe.
I didn't realize you were such a student of philosophy.
I didn't realize you were so interested in my private life, Colonel.
Why shouldn't I be? I mean, we are all stuck down here, right? The three of us. We might as well get to know each other.
You're drunk.
Once again, this is Bunker 32. Bob, give me a notepad.
What is it?
I don't know. It sounds kind of like.
Like what? Sounds like what?
It's faint. It's like a pinging sound, like pinging. Like some sort of like code.
Like what? Like Morse code?
It's just interference.
It sounds kind of like Morse, but
what?
I don't recognize all this. It could just be sounds.
It's not just sounds. All this time and we heard nothing. It's not just sounds.
Quiet! It's failing. Oh no.
What? What?
I'm losing it. Jesus, Bob!
What happened?
The radio died.
What do you mean the radio died? Just like that? The radio died?
I don't know, Bob. It died. It shut down. It stopped functioning.
Well, let me try it.
Like, that's gonna make a big difference. I know this radio inside and out.
What about the code?
I don't know. I just don't know.
It's like you said, Major. The lines on the surface will deteriorate from the fallout.
Maybe. It just sounded strange. The pattern.
And once more, your state-of-the-art equipment fails us again. And now we're stuck down here with no means of communication.
Can you fix it?
I could try, sir. But I'm not sure I have the parts for a proper repair.
This bunker is nothing but a 350-foot deep grave.
Bob.
Sykes.
Sorry. I didn't mean to startle you. What are you doing over there?
Oh, nothing, just doing some, thinking.
I've been doing some thinking too. Still trying to translate this code from earlier. I ran it through every filter and post and pre-war Morse code. None of them fit. Not even the speculated archetypes.
So what, then maybe it's not code?
Yes, but the problem with that is that 3 of those signals match up with a representation of interpreted Morse code.
What the fuck does that mean?
What I mean is, translated. I was trying to find representations of these signals in our Morse code, but there are no representations of these signals in our code, because whatever was being broadcast was not in English.
Why are you telling me this and not the Colonel?
Because Hollister is face down in a puddle of bourbon right now.
He's passed out?
Yeah, why?
Oh, nothing. I thought.
What?
Never mind.
Well, at any rate, I can't translate this code.
You don't have foreign translation?
Not for whatever this is. It's vaguely similar to English Morse code. That's why I was able to recognize some of the patterns. But for all we know, this is some sort of prototypical communication used to disguise its messaging. And hell, it's working, isn't it?
My God. They're here. They're really here. They made it. And they're here.
Either that, or one of the other bunker units is trying to play some sort of elaborate prank on us. But that's probably a long shot. Dennings, earlier when you said that thing about my wife and baby possibly being alive out there, do you believe that?
I could believe just about anything at this point.
Gotta know when to hold 'em. Know when to hold 'em. Gotta know when to walk away.
Colonel, you shuffle these cards?
Oh, I shuffled them. It's the luck of the draw.
I'll take that deck there, Major. I think it's my turn to cut the deck.
No cheating, Lieutenant.
Colonel, I'm out 4 smokes already with nothing to show. If I was gonna cheat, I'd have done it already.
No. No, you see, you're smarter than that, Dennings. You wait for Major Sykes and I to let our guard down. You know not to play your best hand right away. See, what you would do is you would lose a few times to seduce us into a false sense of comfort. And then... And then... You'd wait.
biding your time. Clenching your teeth. Biting your tongue and swallowing your pride. And then, when the time was right, when the stakes were at their highest, that's when you'd strike. Then, you'd play your hand. I know you, Bob. You're smarter than that.
Makes you think you know me so well.
I know people, Bob. It's my job. I have a way with knowing people. Sometimes even better than they know themselves. It's what makes me a good leader and a good player. It's why I win.
You know, sometimes, Colonel Hollister, it's not about winning. Sometimes it's about knowing that you have the best hand at a table and folding anyway. Sometimes, if the stakes are too high, it's better to walk away than to lose it all.
Alright, place your bets, gentlemen. Hollister? Dennings? You win?
I don't know where you learned to play, Dennings. But that's the difference between you and I. Is I win. And you walk away.
I think I know the difference between you and I.
Hey, go easy on that stuff. We're running out.
What are you, my mother's like? Shut up! I know the difference between us, Bob. Because I know that if I knew that I had the best hand at the table, that I would play it and I would win. And I would do it again and again and again if I could.
You don't get it, do you? It's all just a game to you. It's all just luck of the draw. As long as you're not dealt a bad hand. I've seen bad hands. I've seen people lose it all, Colonel. I've seen people lose their lives playing into the hands of men like you. You bet their lives in some twisted game of chance. Built by men like you. Men like you that never lose. And only risk what very little they have to offer. But you haven't known loss. You've never known loss. So how could you possibly know what it means to win?
I know what it means to win. I know what it means to take it all. This is war. You choose your best cards and you risk losing some. But you'd never be able to win if you never took that risk. Now I know you blame me for our current state of affairs, and I can only presume that you prefer me to express some semblance of remorse over my actions. But you should know I played the best hand I was dealt. You should know that I take no pity in those who try to outplay me. I have no sympathy for those who have lost in a fight against me. If they were dealt a bad hand, they should have folded. They should have walked away. There's always going to be risk, Lieutenant. There's always going to be loss. It's just part of the game.
I've seen too many boys face down in too many pools of blood and too many unnamed fields in too many countries where they shouldn't have been. You've never been there. You've never held the hand of some 18-year-old kid while he gasps out for his mother. You've never had to look into the eyes of somebody that you've grown to love like a brother and tell him it's gonna be okay while he's missing his legs and his guts sit spilled across his lap. And you've never tasted blood in the air like a perfume on a hot, wet summer day. And you've never smelled gunpowder and rusted steel stuck into piles of rotting flesh. You ever heard the cries of little babies tossed like rag dolls into blazing flames? Those men played your game and lost. It's only ever the ones who never lose that want to win.
Well, Bob, it's your bet. Call it. What's your wager?
Okay, I guess so, Sykes. I suppose I'll wager 2 more smokes.
Okay. And,
Actually, let's make it a little more interesting. Let's make it 4 smokes. May the victor smoke away to his heart's desire.
okay, Colonel, call it.
Okay. Well, then I guess that leaves me. You see, I think the one thing you two are missing is a sweet treat. Now the victor may not be thirsty, and he may not be in the need for a good head rush. But what about his sweet tooth? It remains unsatisfied. You know, I have something of a sweet tooth myself. And I shall offer up one of my last chocolate bars. Straight from my very own personal stash. Well, there you have it. We have lung cancer, stomach cancer, and now we have cavities covered.
All things considered, I think it's the least of our worries if we ever get out of this cave.
If? Don't sound so defeatist, Lieutenant.
You know something I don't? Because from my angle, things are looking pretty bleak.
Bob, Mark, please, let's play. Does anyone fold?
No.
Hell no.
Deal.
You're back, Colonel.
Alright, man. Fuck it. I'm going all in. I will wager this entire bottle of 1903. It's a fine pick. And my last one. So don't consider this any light gesture.
Alright, well, I'm running out of things that I'm willing to risk losing. But there's one thing that I am certainly more than willing to risk losing. I'll wager that if I take this pot, the 3 of us will have to put aside our differences and pull together. At least until we're out of this mess.
How noble, Major.
I like that idea. Yeah. I like that idea. Let's wager things we can't put a price tag on. Let's wager the truth. If I win, then I will reveal to you, Colonel, what I know, and what you may or may not know that I know.
Well, I appreciate the consideration, Lieutenant. But I fear you're giving me too much credit. But I have no clue what you're talking about.
Play stupid now, Colonel, but you know the stakes.
Please, Bob. Does anyone fold?
Nope.
Not yet.
not my game. I have to fold, gentlemen.
Well, that leaves you, Hollister. You in or you out?
Am I in? Am I in? Not only am I in, Bob, but I'll raise.
Raise? Are you crazy? You sure you want to do that?
Some of us walk away, Bob, and some of us win.
What's your wager?
I think I know what you really want. You wagered some information that I don't know. I'll do the same. So, if you take this pot, I'll give you the door code to get out of here.
You sure you want to do that, Colonel?
All or nothing. Deal.
Last chance to walk away.
Show your hand.
So be it.
Oh my God. No. No, this can't be. You cheated.
You doubt and you planted that ace. You cheated!
Major Sykes, did I plant this ace?
No, I saw the whole thing. You won it fair and square.
I was right about you, Bob. You're a schemer.
It looks like you owe me some information. So what is it, Hollister? What's the door code?
Crazy! I couldn't have lost. You must have cheated. You must have.
Look here, you egotistical prick. I'm not spending another minute in this fucking dungeon. So you lost to me fair and square. Give me the code.
I'd be the first to admit if I lost fair and square. I haven't. Now you're out of your fucking mind if you think I'm gonna give the door code to a pathetic, scheming, cheating little worm like you.
Give me the code.
Oh man, get off me, you run! You think I'd give you the door code, you lunatic? I should have left you out there to die in the ashes! Hey! Let him go!
Sykes. Wake up. Sykes, get up. Wake up. Sykes. Sykes, get up!
What is it?
Hollister,
What?
get up!
What?
I heard something. I saw something.
Heard what?
It sounded like a continuous drum beat. Like this pounding sound. And I realized it was coming from outside the bunker, on the surface.
What are you talking about?
I swear to God I did. It sounded like marching. Like an army marching above us.
An army?
Yes. I tried to wake you guys up.
How come we don't hear anything now? Huh?
I don't know. But then look. I saw a camera being lowered through the ceiling right there. Look. Right there.
I don't see anything, Bob. And the Colonel's right. I didn't hear anything either.
Sure it wasn't just your imagination.
I know what I saw, goddammit. I heard an army marching, and I saw a camera being lowered.
How come we can't hear or see anything then? If it were a camera, where is it? What happened to it?
They must have pulled it back up.
Huh?
Well, don't you get it? We're being invaded. We're being invaded, and they sent a camera down here to watch us. They're watching us as we speak. They must have seen that I saw it was a camera, and they pulled it back up.
Even if we were being invaded, even if they knew we were down here, how could they get a camera down here?
I don't know. Why was there a microphone in the wall in my cabin? Can you tell me that, Colonel?
What are you talking about? Microphone? Are you seeing things, Danny?
Don't play with me, Hollister. Tell me what you know.
Whoa. Everyone just calm down. Are you sure you didn't just imagine it, Bob?
I know what I saw. And I know what I heard. You believe me, don't you, Sykes? Come on, you have to believe me. Colonel, we have to get out of here. We have to leave this place. We're being watched.
You're crazy.
You're gonna get us killed. It's only a matter of time before they come down here and kill us.
Bob, why don't you try to get some rest?
Don't bother me again. Unless you really see something.
Dennings! Hollister!
It's okay. It's just a dream. Was it the bunker again?
Yeah. It feels like I'll never leave.
It's okay. It's all over now, and that was just a dream. You could stay with me.
It's not just a dream. And I can't stay. Dennings, Hollister, they need me.
They don't need you. They're not real. They only live in your imagination. Remember what Dr. Sinclair said? It's only an illusion. I'm real, and I need you.
I can't stay. Dennings, Hollister,
Look at me. I need you to find me. I need you to save me.
But what if I can't find you? What if I can't?
They're coming for me. I need you to find me. They're coming.
No, wait.
They're coming.
No.
They're coming.
No. Colonel, wake up. Something's wrong. Where's Dennings? Oh my God.
Sykes,
Bob! I was looking for you.
what's happening?
The oxygen. It's running low. We're gonna suffocate down here. Must be a fault in the system.
Well, the colonel needs to give us a code.
Bob, he's pissed drunk. Must have been drinking all night long.
Listen, I'm not dying down here because that bastard is wasted.
Colonel. Hollister. We're running out of oxygen. We need the code.
This is another one of your tricks. I'm not giving you the code. We need to complete the mission.
Colonel, this is not a trick. We are running out of air. Now! Right now!
It's time.
Okay. But we're only gonna scare him. Just so he gives us the door code.
Don't worry, Sykes. He'll shit his pants when he sees we're armed. He'll give up the code. I guarantee it.
Okay. But what happens when we're up there? On the surface? You're sure it's safe?
Last night I heard what sounded like hundreds of soldiers marching above us. If it's safe for them, it's safe for us. We have to count on that. We have no choice. The code, Colonel. We want the code.
Go fuck yourself, Dennings.
Colonel, we're running out of oxygen. If we don't act now, we're going to die. All of us.
Die down here, die up there. What's the difference? It's time to accept your fate, gentlemen. We were never gonna get out of here. It's all a fucking lie.
Listen to me, you son of a bitch. I'm not dying down here like some ostrich with his head stuck in the sand. Now you need to crawl out of that waiting pool of self-pity and wake the fuck up. There's an army marching above us, watching us, listening to us. Your war is lost. It's time to fight.
Look at you, Dennings. Big man with a gun in his hand. Tell me something. How did you get Major Sykes to open that safe for you? Huh? Did you tell him big green monsters were running around the wall?
He opened it because he didn't want to die.
We're not gonna die down here, Bob. You and I both know that very well.
You can die right here, right now, if you don't give me that code.
Bob, wait. What's he talking about?
He's drunk, Sykes. And he's trying to trick you.
I'll tell you what I meant, Major Sykes. That alarm that went off. It was to indicate that the main oxygen supply has emptied. But what you two failed to realize is that I designed a failsafe in such situations. There's an auxiliary supply that automatically sets in. If the system were to truly be failing, both supplies would have shut down, and we would have never heard that alarm. I'm sure Lieutenant Dennings didn't consider a failsafe before he chose to sabotage the oxygen.
You fucking lying bastard. I didn't touch the oxygen.
You really thought you would fool me? I'm not that drunk.
I know you don't want to die. And that's why you're going to give me the door code right now, or I'll kill you myself.
Bob, stop. Is that true? Did you sabotage the oxygen?
Listen to yourself, Sykes. Don't be ridiculous. You're going to listen to this psychopath over me?
Shoot him, Sykes! He's gonna kill me!
Answer me, Lieutenant.
Listen to me, Sykes. Don't do it.
Shoot him, goddammit! Shoot him!
What did you do?
Don't do it.
Just shoot him already!
It's empty. You gave me an unloaded firearm, you son of a bitch!
You thought I'd trust you? You're just the Colonel's little lapdog. A Boy Scout who just graduated summer camp. They made you a major? What a fucking joke. They should have given you a merit badge.
Bob, I thought we were friends.
Grow up, Sykes. This is war. There's no such things as friends in war. You're just a tool. You happen to be the right tool for the job. I couldn't trust you not to turn on me. And the Colonel was right. I'm smarter than that. I'd wait until you let your guard down. Wait until the stakes were at their highest. And then I'd strike. And then I'd play my hand.
So you did sabotage the oxygen. What else did you fabricate? Did you really see a camera or hear an army marching? Did you break the fridge, the air filter, the radiation meter, the radio?
I'm not in the habit of making up tall tales, Sykes. I knew I couldn't get you to open that armory unless I lit a fire under your ass, so I cut the oxygen. But there is an army marching out there above us, watching us right now. They're gonna do a lot worse things to us than suffocate us.
You coward.
You ought to start showing me some respect, Colonel. I'm in command now. And the first order of business, getting out of here. So please, the code, now.
Go to hell, Dennings.
Give me the fucking coat, you son of a bitch. I swear to God, I'll rip your eyes out your fucking head. I'll reach inside your chest and rip out your beating fucking heart. Not so fast. I got your little tin soldier. Gonna start talking?
Bob. Please, don't.
The code.
Colonel, please.
Yes, Colonel, please. Don't make me do this. This is you.
Bob. Please, don't. Colonel.
You made me do this. This wasn't me.
All right, Bob. All right, goddammit, all right! All right, Bob. All right. You want the code? It's 10846.
That's all I wanted. Now for the moment we've all been waiting for. Any last words, Colonel?
You bastard. You ain't nothing but a coward. You can go out there in that wasteland, but you're never gonna be able to outrun what you've done here today.
That's rich. A lecture on humanity from the man who blew up the world. If there is a hell, Colonel, I know there's a spot just ready and waiting for you.
I'll save you a spot next to mine.
Sounds like a deal.
Hubs, call security. Easy, Lieutenant.
Security, we have a code red. Code red. Subject has escaped from observation. Repeat. Code red.
What's going on here? Where am I? Who are you people?
Robert, just relax. Drop the weapon.
Don't play games with me, fucker. Who are you? I'll shoot.
Take him down to the alteration center. Sedate him and prepare him for surgery.
What is this? Who are you people? Where am I? Let me go! Let me go!
Dr. Hubs, have the team reset the observation room. Make sure any equipment in there is properly rigged for shutdown remotely. Oh, and maybe this simulation, we can have the radio shut down first to see how the subjects respond. Oh, and hide the microphone this time. We need to be prepared for any event before we can confidently give the go-ahead to declare war.
What about the bodies? Hollister? Sykes?
Harvest the memory implants and destroy the bodies. Maybe we can recycle the memories with adjustments for the next batch.
Dr. Sinclair, what should we do with Robert Dennings?
Dennings is a survivor. He has the determination we need. We keep him alive. Give him new implants, but keep the memories of the war. Maybe this time, we put Dennings in command.
Are you sure that's a good idea, Doctor? Maybe it's time we retire Dennings. He's shown clear signs of fatigue and reckless volatility. He's killed every member of his team in every trial we've run so far.
No, you're wrong. He's shown resolve and ingenuity. He doesn't play by the rules, and that's what we need. We need a man we can trust to help rebuild this country long after we look back on the time when the ashes fell.
Don't you feel like running from the dawn's early light? Quite ugly one morning, we all said goodnight. Came without a warning, and just a flash of light. Kind of funny, don't you feel kind of funny inside when you feel like laughing and everybody tells you you ought to be crying? Quite early one morning, we all said goodnight. Came without a warning, but it was quite alright. Goodnight. It came without a warning, but it was quite alright. From dawn to sundown, it's a long, long way, and it's a hollow triumph to the bottom of another day. And there's a fever rising when the evening comes, and when the battle's over, there'll be nothing left but the sound of drums. quite ugly one morning. We all said goodnight. Came without a warning, just a flash of light. Quite ugly one morning. We all said goodnight.
Because you portrayed the best. You displayed, motherfucker. Fucking knock you out, Tommy boy. Don't get this shit right. Fucking knock you out. How's that sound? Sounds good to me.
There's no easy way to say this, Colonel. Toilet's clogged up. The plunger, it's ineffective. There's no way to get rid of our shit.
We're stuck down here.
Me and
I knew it
Dennings
reeked in here.
Me and Dennings have been going in the corner.
It was that fish. That damn fish. I smelt it from a mile away.
We're getting him!
What the fuck? The safety's on.
They're coming! Do I have to say like over and over?
Yeah.
Or can I put little breaks in between them?
Little breaks.
Okay. They're coming! They're coming! They're coming! Christian, that's horrible.
Dr. Hubbs, have the team reset the evaluation room.
Observation.
Dr. Hobbs, have the team reset the Dr. Hobbs, have the team reset the observation room. Make sure that Dr. Hobbs, have the team prepare the observation. Dr. Hubbs, have the team reset the observation room. Make sure that all the equipment in there is properly rigged for shutdown remotely. And then there's other lines. Dr. Hubbs, have the team prepare the observation room. Dr. Hubbs, have the team reset the observation room. Have the team reset the observation room. And make sure all the equipment in there is properly rigged for sex.
He's showing clear signs of He's showing clear signs of reckless volatility. This is gonna be bad. And fatigue. Fatigue and reckless volatility.
Fatigue first?
Yeah.
Okay.
Talk about words you never fucking use. Okay.
You're a scientist. Fatigue and reckless volatility is in your daily vocabulary.
The fatigue and reckless volatility. He's killed all of his teammates at every fucking trial. God damn it.
Every fucking trial. And we're gonna do it again. And he's gonna kill him again.
Okay.
Robert Sinclair. What should we do with Dr. Dennings?
You tell me, Hollister. Why was there...
Oh, I do hear it, yeah. Oh, he wasn't fucking kidding me. That doesn't sound like marching, that sounds like someone's running right above us, so.
Let's get it then, Hollister.
Should we start talking like this, man?
You tell me about that microphone in my cabin, we can start talking.
I don't know about no microphone.
Lost it, dude. You know what? Wrap it up. Lost it. This is Pride Sec OCT. And for the anytime heartburn.
Shut the fuck up.
We get heartburn and
Yeah, I'm gonna give you a heartburn in about 2 seconds.
in the apocalypse after the nuclear war. You get the heartburn. You get Pride Sec OTC for the anytime heartburn. Chrissy Poo, come to bed. This is so intimate.
What's the matter?
There's a camera.
Give me some of that.
Couldn't get the condom off in time.
Yeah.
Fuck!
Yeah.
Sorry. I don't know how you keep you're smiling a lot for a
Oh,
guy who's
shoot.
confused.
Oh shoot, I swear to God, you motherfucker.
Fucking do it! I don't want to live anymore. Stern, but good boss. I won't be too mean. But I'll be firm.
I'm glad it's not me.
Yeah.
I'd be worse.
Oh, you're coming.
I know.
Oh, really?
He's what?
Ah!
Oh,
very well
Take
then.
as you for.
Joey was like, very well then. You're
Very
like,
well done. Stick my dick in his mouth.
Yo, I actually just did like a good swing.
Alright.
I like when you pull my hair, I actually grab my head and pull my head back.
You like that?
It's like, yeah.
Wait, where's my iceberry tea? Oh, there it goes. There it goes. Oh, shit.
I know you've been setting the freezer up too high.
Oh, yeah.
I know you've been setting... I know you've been...
I know you've been setting the freezer right.
The yard equipment fails us again, and now we're stuck down here. You got your arm in front of my whole money shot there, bro. Just not straight. Trying for the fucking bill. Like, what the fuck? Did you hear that? Sounds like disturbing. Yeah, dude, what the fuck? That sounds like fucking Cinderella's castle, bro. What the fuck?
Okay, hold on.
Alright, here we go. Alright, we got it. What? What? You didn't finish it. Damn, that was fucking hot. Oh shit. I heard fucking Careless Whisper. I heard Careless Whisper.
Think about it, Major. He's been married to the idea of getting out of here early. That's because he's afraid of a war. That is, for all intents and purposes, over.
Sir, have you been constipated recently?
Why do you ask?
That dump that clogged the toilet was absolutely massive. You must have not been going regularly.
I always write my name down after I'm done taking a shit. Somebody must have plugged the toilet after me. You're making me cry right now.
It can't be Dennings. He takes laxatives every night.
No, I take laxatives every night.